and bastards loving the Big Show podcast. Get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Oh, yeah, geez, boys.
Far out, man. That's
How
crazy.
good, eh? How good. I tell you what.
What?
It's just so good.
Yeah, man.
It's so good to be alive. The sun's just peeked through the clouds there.
Do you think maybe we're overcompensating a bit for the fact that Mogie's about to join us, but he's not quite here yet?
Yeah.
By laughing heaps.
Yeah. Oh, how good. How
God.
you going, Keyzie? I feel like I haven't seen you for ages, man.
Yeah, no, I'm going well, Jace. For me at the moment, it's about not thinking too much about the fact that I fly Friday midnight to Europe.
Well, it's always been my concern, as I, asked you yesterday, have you already clocked out on us?
No, I don't do that. I don't clock out. Whenever I walk through the door of the studio, it's game time.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, if I do clock out, I do so little that it's really hard for you to tell.
Well, I know when you clock out because you go slightly cross-eyed.
Do I?
Yeah, so your eyes start like crossing over.
The weird thing.
See, you've got your hooded eyes,
Right.
which is hangover eyes.
Yeah, right.
Which is like you can barely keep them open.
Yeah.
And when you go cross-eyed, it's like Keyzie's gone, bleep, bleep, I'm out of here.
I've clocked out.
Yeah, I've clocked out. I've punched in my numbers.
Do you know what's interesting is when my cock's out, you go cross-eyed.
Language, Keyzie. I go cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Oh no! I mean, I went to a boys' boarding school, man. I've seen them all. I've seen all shapes and sizes.
Do you reckon you would have seen the most out of the three of us, right?
Well, none of you guys went to boarding school, so
No, I didn't
yeah,
go
I'm
to
picking
boarding school.
so.
Yeah.
I've seen your button mushrooms. I've seen your shiitakes. I'm not saying you've got a button mushroom.
No, okay, well that's a first.
I've seen your shiitakes. I've seen your flatheads. You know what I mean?
What's a flathead?
I've seen your sort of completely disorganized circumcisions. I've seen your botched circumcisions. I've seen them all, man. You know what I'm saying?
If you had to put a number on the amount of downstairs you've seen,
Yeah.
what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's over 50?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I'm talking in person.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember back when I was at boarding school, we all showered in like a shower block. And it
Right.
was basically like, if you can imagine a prison ward,
Right.
but it's surrounded by concrete. It's just a big block with about 10 shower heads in it. And
What's
so
up with that?
we'd have to file through there and wash and clean ourselves.
What is that? That's weird, right?
Well, why would it be weird?
I don't know. I just think it's weird to make young boys and girls and stuff have to shower together when you could quite easily just put walls in and give them their own private cubicle.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I guess that was just a lot of admin, you know what I mean, in terms of they want to get you in there and get you out pretty quick is basically was the thing.
Right.
You get in there, you'd be squirted on a little bit, you'd have a quick sort of shakedown, a bit of a rub down, a bit of a wash, and then go out.
G'day, fellas.
God, g'day, Mogi.
G'day, fellas.
How you going
It's
there,
interesting
mate?
being outside of that, not listening outside and realising how much everyone in here shouts. It's so loud.
I think we were overcompensating.
By shouting.
Yeah. What was more interesting was at boarding school, because, of course, you'd have the alarm and everyone would have to get up at the same time. Now, you imagine maybe 100 14 or 15-year-olds getting woken
good.
up.
Yeah, okay,
getting
yeah.
woken up with the intercom, morning boys, time to get up. I remember that very well.
Wow.
And then, 115, 14-year-old boys making their way down to the shower. It was something to behold.
Did you have to shower? Everyone had to shower in the morning.
Yeah, had to go for a shower. Then you'd put on your PE gear and you'd have to go for a run around around the perimeter of the school, whatever the weather.
I think that's
Like
cool.
Freezing cold, middle of winter, little shorts, your little house sort of singlet on, away you went, bare feet, no sneakers or anything.
Did you, obviously you'd have a shower in the evening as well? Because kids out there playing all day, going for runs, surely they had showers at night.
I think that was more voluntary.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Did you go to boarding school for a year or something,
I did,
maybe?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was all exactly the same.
Yes.
I'd forgotten about the running around the field.
Yes.
I can't have done that, otherwise I'd have more of a memory of it because I hated running.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I hated it every morning. And as I say, it was in all conditions. It didn't matter what the weather was doing. If it was the middle of winter, it was pissing down. You had to run around the perimeter.
You get up, we had study, I think, for an hour from like 6 till 7 or 5:30 to 6:30 or something.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's
stuff.
early.
Freezing cold.
Yes.
Freezing cold buildings made of brick.
Yeah.
No insulation.
Panel heaters?
Just had the panel heaters, which don't emit any heat, but if you
yeah.
touch them, you die.
You die.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still remember having a vivid memory of like you get into the class first, hopefully, take your sweater off and like make a pillow and then lean against it using your sweater.
Yes.
That was the only way to get any warmth.
We used to do our prep, as we called it, our homework after school.
Yeah, we did. We were
7
top
till
and tail.
9.
Start of the day and the end of the day.
God, it's crazy when you think about it. We did homework from 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock. That is crazy.
It's just so that they know where you are. They don't have to do anything with
absolutely.
you. You're not going to watch TV. There is no TV.
No.
So that's your lot.
Screw that, man.
Whereas you'd just go home, wouldn't you, Keyzie, and
I would
Hammer
go
away at
home,
yourself.
Hammer away at myself. No, I'd go home. I would eat a bowl of like cereal straight after school.
Iron
every
Man
day.
food.
Nutrigrain for a
Yeah.
bit, Crunchy Nut for a bit if mum, if that was on special. Cocoa Pops if that was, but she
That
didn't
was
like
so
buying
good.
us Cocoa Pops.
No,
because of the sugar.
Because of the sugar. It would
Yes.
usually be Nutrigrain, even though it's probably sugary as well.
Well, Nutrigrain, I saw something about this the other day. 6 teaspoons of sugar in every bowl. And that's assuming you have a normal
I have a
bowl
big
and you
bowl.
don't, you have a double up. And that's over half of your daily requirements for sugar.
But what
So
about for
it's
kids?
absolute. Oh, it's even worse.
Because
for
when I was a
kids.
kid,
That's terrible,
I
when
was
you
so
think about
active
it.
though.
And they say it's high in, the fact that you can market it as Iron Man food, there's not an Iron Man on the face of the planet who'd eat it.
Yeah.
But they say it's high in calcium, but they count the milk that you eat it with.
Yeah.
And they count the eggs that it's made with, so they don't add any protein. It's just the general ingredients.
Yummy though.
Oh, yeah, it is.
My
I've eaten
daughter
a
and
lot.
my daughter and I are going through a Sultana brand thing, and I'm sure,
how
I'm absolutely
good.
sure that's probably still the same scenario.
It's worse
or
than
worse.
Nutribrand.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
the
that
thing. It
doesn't
was on.
surprise me.
It was on the Australian project, and it came up on Instagram. Those were the two things they looked at, and that was higher.
Yeah.
than Nutrigrain.
And sugar.
Higher in
There's
sugar.
too many there's so many sultanas in there.
Oh, is
so
there?
many sultanas. Too
Oh, that
many.
clues in the title, though, Keyzie.
No,
Come
I
on,
know,
brother.
but like you eat just right, let's say. Just right, hang on, before you launch it and interrupt my story there. Maybe you have
that
a
was
bowl
JC
of
was
it.
talking to.
Yeah, you have a bowl of it. There might be 10 raisins in there. That's 10 scoops. Perfect. Sultana brand has about 60, and that's
Right.
not even an exaggeration. There's so many sultanas in there.
Well, as a regular eater of Sultana brand, I think you're overstating the Sultana
look,
count.
I
James-
bet they would have cut back on the sultanas over the years. You're probably remembering childhood sultanas.
I am remembering the big box of Sultana brand I took home from the day in Lou and just ate and was blown away by the sheer quantity of sultanas.
Jeez, it's generous, though, isn't it?
I tell you what
Sort
I
of
need
fruit
to
there.
do, get back to Fells, which was a big staple of mine, the old Wheat Bix. That used
Yeah,
to
with
be,
sugar though.
Yeah, with sugar, for sure.
My daughter's on the wheat Bix. She calls them wet Bix.
Wet Bix,
So we've
yeah,
gone with
yeah.
that.
As
We've
soon as
gone
they
with
get
that.
wet, they're gross. I can't handle them.
Yeah, I need a little bit of crunch in the middle.
Yes.
But with Wheat Bix at least, right? Let's say you have 3 in a bowl, bit of milk, and
Always
you get
3.
and you get a heap teaspoon of white sugar, and you sprinkle that over.
Yeah.
That's 1 teaspoon of sugar compared to 6 in Nutrigrain.
Yeah, well, God knows how many's in wheat Bix.
Well, because it's just flaky oats.
It's
Well,
just gross.
and this
They'll
is-
find a way to put it in.
And this is absolutely true, and I've already told you this many years ago, but at my granddad's house, we had Wheat Bix, and all he put on it, and
Water?
hot water.
That's right, yeah.
Hot water and no sugar.
That was
just
living
hot
large.
water. And he used to also make us a Marmite drink.
Far out.
A Marmite
Which is-
drink.
Yeah, with just a spoonful of Marmite and hot water.
And that's what he grew accustomed to. That was good eating.
Yeah.
Because you're so poor after the war.
Yes.
That's your lot.
I suppose it would be like a soup almost, eh? Like a
Yeah,
hot,
it's-
savoury
it's-
soup.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just better than water.
It's
That's
kind
what
of-
it is.
yeah, it's kind of like a-
slightly better than water.
Beefy broth. You know what? I used to always love too with my grandparents. He'd come in from his shed and they'd have their morning tea. And it would be a biscuit and a cup of tea, and it was an occasion. And then I had afternoon tea.
Nowadays they could do that. They come in and then just both get on their phones, and he'd be trawling filth.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what you just reminded me? I loved having a cup of tea and dunking a ginger nut in it.
How good?
I'm going to get my wife, and this isn't a sexism thing, but I'm going to get her to get ginger nuts in the next shop.
On the shopping list.
Yeah, because we have different jobs.
You could get her to make some.
How come she does that when you're home all day?
It's a really good question. And I guess we'll never know the answer. Hey, man, I'll do the shopping.
Yeah.
She just does it online anyway.
Yeah.
If she puts the bins out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure, man.
Takes me 5
Oh,
seconds.
bugger, that just reminds me. I was meant to put my green bin out today.
Oh,
man.
Tonight for me.
Hey, we're going to go because the show's about to start, but thanks for listening.
Thanks, fellas.
Check out The Big Show, 4 till 7 weekdays on Hauraki.